Hello everybody and welcome back to Cities Skylines, where I want to briefly touch mod on universities. On the university campuses, this is the new layout. I split them apart, had a nice bit of space here for expansion, and hopefully this will work. I'm hoping. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So yeah, one of the big things I like about this is it's going to give us a lot of room to work with, so we can kind of explore some areas of interest while building up. Now, one of the other things I want to touch on is the fact that the city has a demand for industry, and we have over here. Now, I used our next tile we just saw last episode for over here. I'm not sure when we get our next one. I think it's the next level. Yep. We also get cargo airports that level, although I'll probably be doing our own airport. If anything, I'd be amazed if I use cargo. So yeah. And one of the things I want to do is this island here is like our own Manhattan. So you can expect to see high rises here, well developed, and hopefully well sustainable housing. Now I want to pause time while we come over here, and I want to look at how we're going to do this. So one of the things I'm going to do for now is to have a very cheap connection and a very, very cheap way of running this. And then in the future, we'll come back and we'll be like, need to amend this, need to do that, you know, all the things that we'll need doing eventually. And it looks like we're having that bug again. It must be patch loader that's doing that bug. Yeah, that's not snapping as much as it should be, and I think it is patch loader that does that. I could be wrong, I could be slanderous. Joking, that's I am. But let's have a see. Toggle collision, yeah. Node snapping. Road bending, no. Is that it? Oh, right, okay. Could be wrong. Yeah, that feels like it's fixed now, that. Okay. And one of the things I'm going to do here is have this road kind of do its own loop. Okay. And then that is essentially the area defined. And I'm going to cheekily, I'm going to come in here and say, nope, there was never an area outside that perimeter. I'm also going to just curtail this a bit. I feel like it's a bit too big and close to the highway especially. I know I don't like editing the terrain and stuff, but yeah. And another thing I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to remove the farmland here. I like the idea, I just like it looking green. I don't know about you, but it just looks nice when it's green. So one of the things we have here is a nice square area. Now you might be wondering, why square? Well, I kind of want the quarry area to be here, and it looks like I've fucked up the way ore is being placed a bit. It's not actually concentrated despite its look, so give me a second to have a look into what we can do with that. Okay, I believe by re-regging the map and then defining, and I did kind of move it around a little, but I had to actually edit it, that I can get rid of that little dot there. I can now see it a bit more clearly, I believe. Oh, there we go. Okay. Redefine did actually work. Thank you to the mod maker of that. All it does is it tells it, hey, if there's actually a zone that's really big in nature, then give it a bit more density. I don't know if that's changed much with regards to the other stuff. That looks bolder. That looks bolder. I would hate building on this though. Again, look how close that is to water. I don't want to make this water. I'm yawning, great. I'm gonna go this way and get rid of this bay here. How that got there is beyond me. Honestly, I don't even want to know. Right, so we have the Concord Center here, and the Concord Center is gonna have this main road. It's actually going to go in the middle, I think. And the middle is here. Okay. So that then goes up to there, and unfortunately for now, we only have one connection to this. And even that is kind of limited. Oh, that is way too sharp. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna entertain the game for a bit, and we'll go this way, and then that way we at least have a way of linking this up that isn't necessarily a pain in my... You know what I'm about to say? So... Why are you... Oh, it's because it's that low. It's... Okay. 1, 2, 3. 2 should be good enough. 2 is indeed good enough. Okay. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get it right up to that borderline, and then right up to there, and then to there, and then that's where that can go back down eventually. Oh, the railroad is going to be a pain for this, but I'm sure we'll totally make this work without issue. Sarcasm. I'm going to rip out the railroad, and I'm going to have it end up a bit. That does not sound right. Yeah, I called myself out there. That does not sound right. Not the right terminology. So the train enthusiasts are fuming roundabout now, but you know what? This is why you're a train enthusiast and I'm a YouTubing attempter. Yeah, that's what I'm going to call myself. Not successful, just an attempter. That is sketchy. It might be easier to have it just go underground briefly. You know, it's not like this. Okay, it wants to snap to you, so I'm going to get rid of you quickly. And it's going to go out halfway, and then down one. Not like that. Okay, that's better. And then something I want to have it actually do, now that's done, is end like so. Okay. Oh my god, that looks so steep. But trains are made to handle the extremes. I'm sure that the train is totally not going to derail because of that extremely steep angle. Okay. I'll go with that. Right. Okay, so we do this like so, and I know on this side I'm going to run into issues, so for now it's just going to be on this side of the road. If I then have you... Oh, wow, that actually looks perfect. I'm going to have to turn off road guidelines a second, but...
Can you hear it? Listen.
And length.
It's the sound of refreshment.
Pop soda.
Pop soda refreshment. Pop soda. Belch the best.
Look at that guest. Okay, look at that. We've built a perfect connector there. I cannot see possibly how that could be terrible to turn off onto.
And this one
Right.
Anxious Anonymous.
Anxious Anonymous? That's an odd name.
Well, hi there.
I thought you said die now. That's like die now. Wow, that's pretty dark. Okay. Let's designate this area as a mining sector. I'm actually going to put the main building right here, as if to make it clear. Apparently this is not within zone. Okay. And then now at least I'd have to redraw an entire area. But I will have to link these up, and then I can move this over here. Okay. Next thing I want to do is have 4 of these on this side and this side. And then for processing, I'm going to have that go... For now, it can go here and here if needed. Right, we'll let them run. I'm aware they're going to need power, and most importantly, they're going to need water, aren't they? And they're outside the known grid for now. Let's change that, shall we? That is not a straight line, is it? I think that was partially hand-drawn, that, because of the grid snapping being turned off, so I'll turn that back on. Okay. Yeah. Right, I'll draw these out very quickly anyway. I think we'll need like 3 or 4 runs of this stuff. Oh, clicked off before it placed it. What I'm going to do at some point is overhaul the entire city's pipe structure. When we unlock all the tiles, it's just going to be all piped in immediately. Could you imagine that though? Piping the entire map. It would definitely be an insane feat. We got pipes there now then. The only problem they're going to run into is electric. So I'm going to put 3 of those in. And I think those actually will do for now. 4 of them maybe. Surprisingly, that's working. That's actually pretty surprising. How much are you getting? Pretty much a lot. Okay. So this area is going to be included in the... Oops, shit, indeed. This area is going to be included in the industrial area that is considered Worker 4.0 friendly. Like so. I might just draw it to there and then bring that to there and then this out to here. Okay. That looks pretty good, and we're just going to let this develop real quick and gain some points, I think. I mean, how many workers have we got? We got none. Oh my god. That's shocking. Absolutely no one, practically. Not literally, but you know what I mean. We have no one in literal sense. Right, do another 4 of these for now. And then I feel like in the middle, I've only... so then we can drive down. Yeah, I also realized this land is not flat, is it? Ooh, oh my god. Look at that. That is terrifying. Okay, give me a solid sphere. Okay, that looks pretty decent. There we go then. Right, let's just let time start moving. I'm aware there's a lot of stuff here that's going to need leveling in a minute. Let's let it level up before we level it down, literally. So as we've unlocked a few extra resources, I'm absolutely happy to then take advantage of what we've got. I'm a bit curious if we if we're using up the resource. We shouldn't be actually using it up, I'm hoping, but if we are, we are. Right, so we've got ore grinding and glass manufacturing. They are big different things. I'm going to use one of these on each side, so I'm going to put down 2. No, I'm sod it. Do a bit more. There we go. They look better then. I don't know why. They just feel more like a mine, you know? Although I don't like how they have the workers just do-dallying around. I'd like to see them going down in shifts, if you know what I mean. It's like a wave come out of here after having a meeting and go down. Then a wave come up and go back to here to their meeting and then leave. And then I'll just loop like that, you know? Alright, let's fix this road. It looks like we have had a bit of a road issue. Okay, we're going to turn on lockdown. That's going to lock it to the ground. Okay. Okay, so with all that done, and I did just take a second then, I apologize for the pause. I just had to pull something up at the same time. What I want to see, and I can't remember where it is, it should just be under here, is if we can just put one of those in. That's going to help out a little. Because I kind of want to have a bit of a service going on over here, maybe. I will put it further down in a bit. I'm also... Right, we're making metal. How much metal are we making? 8 tons. Right, so we're making 64 tons. 68, sorry, and then it's going up and down. I don't know how much we're making total yet. 79. Right. Let's quickly entertain me. Does this? It does. Okay, so this is actually feasible. So we'll draw these out for now. And then that way. Okay. I need to turn off road guidelines quickly because as you can see, we might have a couple of roads that are interfering, just a few, honestly. I'm gonna move these like so. Like so. I might even do this if it will let me get away with such an idea. Okay. There we go. We've got an actual power line to this now. So we got a bit of crime down here. I'm not too worried about crime necessarily. Nice. I'm not worried about crime. I'm worried about more disaster prevention, like fire, medical. But I will put a police station down here if absolutely necessary. Right. And there's something else I'm going to do. We're going to buy into some more helipads over here. So we're going to buy a police one and we're going to buy a ambo one if we don't already have one. We don't. Okay, like so. Now I'm cautious that we need water, and like I said earlier, at some point in the video series, I should have said in the series, not video series really, at some point in this series we will be taking up all the pipes and renewing it possibly. I might actually just build on what I got. Those do not look normal. I'm getting rid of them because they look... I know why they look like that, but dear God. I wish the pipes were just flat to the ground and never affected by it. Okay. Should I do lane mathematics here? I think I should. Oh, I know what I could do. I could actually come into here and be like an emergency lane, maybe. Right, let's go into, it's this menu, isn't it? Okay. So we don't want to allow cars, trucks, okay, cars, trucks, but everything else can go down that lane. And then what I'm going to do is have you go there you go there, you there, and if you're an emergency one, you can go into that lane. I am cautious that that's going to cause issues. I'm happy that the academic report came through. We will actually read over that in a moment, don't worry. That's just because I don't want to redo the trees there, although I might come in and change that. Right, let's read over what we're at here then. So we need some academic works, is what my understanding is. So we'll do a discovery over here. Okay. I'm gonna give them 10,000. Is that a week? Am I understanding that right? That's 10,000 a week. Yeah, that's a week. So we'll do one at a time. Although over here I'll just fund it, and over here I'll just fund it. But over here we'll hope that that can do something. I think over time we will get better at making stuff like that. I'm not so sure. Yeah, we haven't unlocked anything for that. We have leveled up here though. Mineral, Concord Mineral Industry. I read that bit and I was like, I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to call it the Mineral Industry. But I was like, now we'll go with the Concord name, even if it sounds stupid as hell. Honestly. So we need to get this tile here, but till this kind of develops enough that the industry demand is met. Yeah. I'm also cautious that this is still not getting enough food. I might do something here where down here I'm going to quickly go into this area here. Okay. There is a road guideline issue there because something wasn't doing it right then. Okay. Okay.
Italian leather.
There we go. That looks nicer. I don't know why. Oh, I see why.
We take the second best of Milan and with an appropriate markup bring it to you.
I love how they say appropriate markup.
Taste doesn't mean you shouldn't have pants. New apparel.
Okay.
But not
So what we're doing here is hopefully
Gaze at a gazelle. Lock eyes with a lemur. Shake hands with a turtle.
you know what I'm gonna do. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually just gonna go into here quickly. I'm gonna look how much crops we're making.
A three-toed sloth named Barbara.
So we're exploring 54 tons of crop.
To grasp trees in the wild. After that, take a gander at another new species. A new type of bird previously identified as a different type of bird due to a zoological error. Fun for the
Lemonade.
Book now and get a free handful of pellets.
Oh my
to feed
god,
the
that
fish.
is...
Limit
I nearly said big, but I'm not going to say that because people
look forward to seeing you.
make jokes out of that one.
Live in rooms painted to look like home.
Okay.
The City Zoo.
I think the plaza needs a bit of revising, maybe. And the way we're going to work with this is
You're
I'm
listening
going to
Sunny Breeze with me, Earl Gibb. Don't touch that.
do
dial.
that. We're going to do it tinily. Okay. I don't want to let it flood everywhere. That's why we're doing it in tiny bits. And I might intentionally do it into the mid of this. Just so it has an embankment that it can catch on. And then I'll do here. And then here. Okay. So then I'm going to quickly go around this. Perfect. And then we get to do this on a bit of a bigger scale. Right. Do that. I love how that's green under there. Okay, so we can see the water effect there. I'm hoping that's weak enough that it won't actually... Because it was a smaller island and we didn't do it as quickly or as deep as we did over here, that caused a big wave that did kill like 200 people or so on the island per week for a couple of days. Yeah, that was my worst decision. Definitely could have done better, but I'm sure... Oh, I can't say that. I was gonna make a joke out of them, but no, we won't. So what I want to do is make like a plaza connection point here where they can share their resource production line, and then move the train station here in a sort of way that is akin to this. So what we're going to do is have a little time lapse here in a second of me doing just that. And if you don't want to watch the time lapse, I'll put on the screen the time you can skip to skip past this now, and I'll see you in the time lapse. Hey guys, so we've managed to build together this kind of industry, and I'll be honest with you, not a big fan of it. I feel like it should have gone more straightened. However, we've built it now, and I think ultimately there is room here for something a bit more interesting if we let develop up a bit, i.e. an airport maybe. It's a very optimistic idea, but I'm sure the traffic here is going to get absolutely fluid as stuff develops. Now, I did also build in some industry here just to get that level down a bit. Now, I'm cautious that we are going to be spending a boatload on a lot of stuff. So, this is going to be an interesting day. Oh, hopefully though, hopefully it goes pretty well. Who am I kidding? It's not going to go well. Oh, it's one of those days where I've gone all day debating how to do this after. Oh my god. Okay. Question. How are they so ineffective? Is it the water they need? But we have a fire station literally over here.
Lights, camera, movie. There's nothing like watching a movie that takes you to another place or time. And there's no better place to watch.
Might be worth having an actual station down here, although a big and probably be a bit of a waste.
You'll break box office records of fun as you take a trip to Tinseltown Movieville, USA. Action.
See how often the flour mills decide to burn alive.
Guaranteeing the only thing you
have we actually? Yeah, the farm's actually full of its workplace jobs almost. That's good. So
come on down and enjoy the
what are we employing? Hold on. Let's work this out now.
Chef Tony Magoni, owner of Tony Magoni.
What are we employing for the new flour mills?
People ask me where I get my
because it says 7 tons output.
It's from one place, Meaty Bits. No matter what you need, be it
oh
a
my
smoked
god.
pig, a goat by sunset, or a 10-foot alligator and a salty brine, Meaty Bits will get it to you fast with a smile and completely without judgment. So, if it's good enough for Tony Magoni's steakhouse, why not be good enough for Joe Public's home house? Yeah. Get in touch with Meaty Bits.
Very important set of change around rules.
If it ever was alive, they can get it to you dead.
In fact, the change around rules I'm going to do is that this road is a straight on road. This bit. And hopefully in doing so, I might divert some traffic. And the way I could do with the connection up here being set up. So we're actually going to come over here quickly and we'll definitely do that. So it really needs to more or less follow the road, not the way I... Too steep? Okay. I want to do that. Space. Steep. Okay. It's because this is built on a steep section, is it? Right. Do me a favour, game. Let me quickly come in here and just get rid of that. And then do that because I have a feeling in a second I'm going to have to get rid of the whole thing anyway. Didn't? Oh, okay. Well, I still don't need to build this here yet. Okay. Not a big fan of that, but we'll work with it. Is it me or is the ground here just not level? It's actually the ground. Oh, wow. Right, okay. Let's first get a proper brush and then... Oh my god. Wrong tool. So, crank that up to 100. Right. Let's go around here and just even out some of this. Okay. Now I'm cautious that that's no longer level because of that evening out. And I'll take it up to there. And right back to here. I'm then going to have it come out to here and then okay. Something about this just doesn't look level still. Okay. It's just not going to level out because of the highway, is it? Okay. Do me a favour, game. Let's get the whole highway to there. And take this up to where the train tracks are, really. Oh, they don't look good like that. But I'm going to have to let it be for now. I haven't got the time nor interest in redoing the entire train system. nearly 4 in the morning. Put that up. Okay, that's looking pretty snazzy. So then what we need to do ultimately is turn off grid. Sorry, road guidelines and grid technically. And then I need to build something like this that then can cut through there. Okay. And then at pixel away, it's going to go out. Okay. You need to build out a bit more so I can get that pixel. Yeah, that's going to become a problem, but that's fine for now. For now, I'm just going to get rid of that and say this side is the bit that's going to matter. Okay. And then we need to take the actual road across here. It needs to be at least the right road, otherwise it's going to look a bit, I don't dare say it, but a bit stupid. Considering it's my building, they always do. Right, now I'm taking cheap shots at myself. Great. It's one of those days. Okay. Trying to replicate that length there. So when I then do this, it looks right. Alright, okay. Happy with that. What I'm going to do here is a very simple road connection. Okay. They've now got a connection linking to here. And something I'm hoping for is that they'll all come up here and use this connector now. Okay. Right, okay. And now there's nowhere for that to go other than loop around, I guess, so yeah. Looks like we got traffic lights here, which I'm going to turn off. And it looks like we got quite a few traffic lights around here, so quickly go around and make sure they're disabled. Oh wow, this has grown. Population is slightly down, but that's fine. The money has definitely gone back up, which is great to see. This is making about 7,000 a pop. No pun intended. I do need to do some metro work at some point. It's like a lot of traffic here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of come into this intersection. Nice. And we're gonna define routes that this can go. So you can go there. You can go there. You can go there. There's no crossing here. And in doing this, I'm hoping that that keeps this rolling constantly. And I'm gonna get rid of that just to avoid people constantly going up there thinking they can go up and go around. It's driving me insane.
Time for another letter from our listeners, and this one comes from Anxious Anonymous.
Okay,
Hi, Earl.
that's pretty good. And this is moving like,
Well, hi there, Anxious.
well,
Thanks for that.
there's no word for it, but it's moving.
It's best to think
What I
twice
reckon I can
before you
now
say
do
something.
is come into some of these
Just
and
so
just
happens I just had a
allow for a bit more freedom
I got to sit down
on this, and I'll allow for a bit more here.
It's the simple thing.
And again, but I won't here and here. Okay, that looks pretty good. And with that said, I think we've done pretty well. We're almost at 5 stars. I mean, how far away are we staff-wise? Okay. So staff-wise, we're reaching that amount easily. And resource-wise, we are a bit away. What are we missing here? Plastic, okay. Did they find plastic for some of these? No.
Well, I hope that answers your question, Anxious. Now, back to the music.
Plastic. turn that off for now. Turn that off for now. Save ourselves a lot of money on those. I'm pretty confident when I say that I don't think we'll see plastic in here anytime soon. Okay, you're at full production. You're now at full. I'm going to turn you up to full. You're already at full, you're already at full. You're just a large warehouse. Sorry, I didn't realise that was the case. With 40 great trucks, which is totally not going to be an issue. You can see my face right now, I'm like, whose ways idea was it to make 40 of them? That's what I'm thinking in my head. Just exactly with that voice as well. Whose idea, huh? A wise wizard once said. I don't know what accent that's kind of mimicking. Sounds like a weird mix of Italian and English and French. I'm going with at least. Right, where are we at with the academic paper over here? Hello, Faye. Okay. Do a scientific study. Did you get yours? Yep. Do an artesian. Yeah, give them 5 grand. Also get a bit of practice in and talent going behind them. They usually improve. How many students have each one of these got? An even split. Nice. That's pretty good. I think we need more transport improvements. And how's the traffic looking? To be fair, if I was to go into traffic, I want to say that we're doing very well. Minus our industry being choking in certain areas. It seems to actually have self-resolved almost. I think it's beautiful. I think we need more trains. We need better train interchange. I mean, these, they do the job. I'm not going to contest on that. But they definitely can't be perfect or efficient. Or good for the map, for that matter of fact, because there's no way. Look at this. So you look at passenger train. Yeah. I know where you're going, and you also like one, which is a bit bizarre. So 400 people there. 400, nearly 600, 700 people. That's a lot of people. So in other words, this thing's gonna have a spike in a second and then they'll come in through this station here, and I wanna see this now. Okay, train 1's in. Finally work this out. No, I've not. They can still come out on this side, okay. For a second I was like, they must be crossing over and using this side. No, they are actually separated. Okay. However, I'm noticing this and I want to check. Ooh, 2 tracks. We could have an intercity metro to the out metro. We need metros. And I already built a metro link over here. I'm just yet to link the line, and I'm actually going to do that before we wrap this episode up. So while I'm linking this up, guys, I just want to say, as always, thanks for watching. As always, I do hope you did enjoy the episode, and if you did, I'd love to hear some feedback in the comment section below, because it's always productive for me to know what you're all thinking of the series. And it's nice. It's nice reading what you guys think. If you have anything you wish to add in that feedback in the comment section below, as always, it's greatly appreciated. Feel free to just add a bit in there. Just say something, you know, nothing needs to be too complicated with it. Just be nice about it. In the sense that, you know, what you're saying is what you mean, not just BSing me. So then I'm like, ooh, I'd rather hear it. And what that's going to do, I should do, is allow for this to link, but it seems not to. Well, I'll work this out in the next episode as to why that won't link. There might just be a technical reason behind it. If not, we'll find out. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.